Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna, where we share with you a lot of interesting and useful information from Benidorm town and Spain in general. Today it's time for the latest news update from Spain. There's a lot of useful news for you guys today, and as usual we'll start with the situation in tourism. Then we'll be talking about how and why hotels in Benidorm are changing towards adults recommended hotels, and what has happened to a couple of them that basically made a turning point into how these hotels, adults only, are operating right now, and which changes they had to implement because some of them got sued. The second news will be about which tourists from which international countries do spend the most amount of money here in Spain, in our region, and obviously for which Benidorm's municipal hall is working the most right now, because these are the people who are helping the economy of our sector and to conserve and preserve different job positions. And the last news obviously will be about the brand new business that's being opened up in Rincon de Loix in Benidorm. This is something that is extremely useful for a lot of you guys, for those of you who are coming here for a part hotel on self-catering, or for those who would love to go to Spanish supermarkets nearby in Rincon de Loix but don't want to spend a huge fortune in them for just a single bottle of water or some typical Spanish snacks. And the last news will be about the weather forecast for the next upcoming week. First of all, let's talk about the tourism right now on the second half of April. All the businesses are going full speed right now. There are way more and more people each single day here. Tourists are arriving, businesses are thriving, hotels are fully prepared for the new summer season. There are even small booths that are on the Levante beach that started to be installed right now that offer a jet ski and a lot of other different water type of excursions, or let's call it like this, experiences, right? So all these booths are being installed on the Levante beach as well. We still need to see them on the Poniente beach because there's going to be, all the beach areas will be just full with different activities that you will be able to do on your holidays out here if you love water activities. And there is a growing tendency towards the adults recommended hotels. You know that for quite a while Benidorm was stating that these are adults only hotels, these are like only 18 plus hotels, but afterwards the consumer organization stated that by law you're not allowed to do so. You're not allowed to discriminate by people's age, which is what's happening if you don't allow children in. So hotels have shifted slightly and they say it's adults recommended hotel. A lot of them got issues. They did not get sued except for one, which still maintained the information. There is a nice hotel, Vivod it's called, which is in Benimantel. It's outside Benidorm near Guadalest. Amazing, gorgeous, incredible hotel. It's quite expensive, I must say, but it's because of all the views, of all the exclusivity that you get there, and all the exclusive services and treatment that you get inside. So this hotel, what they stated on their website was that only people 16 plus were able to book it. And also they did not have any kind of options where you can put children in the booking system, right? So they got sued because of that. And obviously to avoid a huge fine, what happened eventually is that they've changed the booking system and now they do allow booking for children. The same has happened to many hotels in Benidorm. For example, Don Pancho, amazing hotel on the front line of Mediterranean Avenue. We filmed it for you guys, by the way. It was one of the first ones we've showed to here on the channel. And this hotel as well, it's adults oriented. It does not have any kind of services for children in general, and it's oriented for couples that are traveling without children, retired pensionists, solo travelers that are looking for calm and quiet exclusive holidays in Benidorm town. The same is with RH hotel brand. They have Hotel Royal and a few others. The same is with some hotels of Servi Group, Magic, and right now what they are putting, and Mercury Hotel on the Poniente Beach as well. This is why I told you guys that it's oriented for adults, but on their website they do state to click that you can book with children. However, these hotels, what they do is they're just putting all the information they can to state that there is no kind of services, no kind of food catering for children, nothing for children, to disincentivize people on booking, like families from booking these types of hotels. And basically this is what is happening right now. These type of hotels have multiplied for the last couple of years, and eventually we've seen that they're already 5% of all the hotels platform in Benidorm, which is totally incredible. This is a huge niche right now here. This is really popular for those who want to relax and have like children-free holiday here in Costa Blanca. And apart from that, there are a lot of other places that are thriving, especially apartment buildings, for example, is extremely popular. Brand whole new apartment buildings in Benidorm as well, that do offer apartments but also have a small restaurant or cafeteria inside, and it's really comfortable because they have the best locations. So everything is prepared, hotels are prepared, everything is ready for the spectacular, the busiest in history summer season 2 begin shortly. The next news that I wanted to share with you all is about which kind of tourists from which countries are spending the most amount of money here in Benidorm town and surrounding area. We all know that international tourists are the ones that are spending the biggest amount of money. Obviously national tourists, a lot of them do have vacational homes here. They do not tend to spend as much, also because they are not staying for a long enough time here in Benidorm. They're coming just mostly on weekend or like 3-4 days, and that's basically it. It's international tourists that are spending more days here since they need to travel a longer way, so they want to enjoy their time here and not only spend it on traveling back and forth, right? So the amount of money that international tourists have spent in Valencian community last year, 2022, was, attention, more than 6.5 million euros. That's a huge amount only for Valencian community. And one of the top places are Alicante and Benidorm town. Surprise. Just kidding, I'm not surprised with it at all, because this area here, Benidorm, is the prime #1 tourist destination in Costa Blanca. The UK obviously is the country that, well, the area is the one that spent the biggest amount of money in 2022 in Benidorm town. In general, overall, as for UK, they've spent the biggest amount of money in comparison with France, with Germany, etc. Then on the second place will be France, but they mostly go towards either really south Spain or north Spain, like Barcelona, etc. And on the position #3 will be Netherlands. However, it doesn't mean that there is a big spending per person. Even though there was a whole lot of people from these countries visiting us, these 3 countries are below the position 15 on how much money they spend per person on their holidays. Who are spending the most amount of money, you ask? Surprisingly, these are United Arabian Emirates, and they spend more than 1,328 euros per person in our region. But there's not a lot of travelers from these countries here, I must say. Chinese, also slightly increasing, but there's not a lot of them in our region. Mostly in Alicante, I would say, or Valencia. Like, they like capitals of the region. They spend around 1,108 euros per person during their holidays, but it's because these are very long stays, okay? From Switzerland, 1,086 euros per person. And then we have Germans, which is basically already from European Union. Germans spend around 818 euros per person during their holidays here in Spain. And below number 15 would be already UK, would be already France, would be Netherlands. But in average, these are the people who help our economy, which is why a lot of people still mention like, oh, Spanish don't like British, Spanish don't want us here. This is absolutely not true. If it would be the case, Benidorm would not be putting all the information in English as well to help people to understand what the shops actually mean, what do they sell there. We wouldn't have so many fluent English speaking workers in Benidorm in the tourism industry to help you out. There wouldn't be so many hotels, so many bars oriented towards British tourism, you know. There wouldn't be cheaper flight offers sometimes. There wouldn't be hotels that do offer different discounts. There wouldn't be so many things in our region if it wouldn't be thanks to all the British tourism. So our region definitely appreciates people coming. We depend on it. All this region and all the job positions depend on this type of tourism. So obviously people here are really grateful that British tourists or any other international tourists are coming here and spending their money and enjoying holidays in Benidorm or surrounding area. And the last news that I wanted to share with you all is about the first ever shop in Benidorm of this particular brand. It doesn't exist right now, but it will be in the next few months. We are talking about Lidl supermarkets. This was one of the best news. I actually got really excited when I read it just this morning. This just went public this morning, and I'm already bringing this news towards all of you dears, because we're always on top of the latest news of Spain, Benidorm and Costa Blanca here on the channel. And this news just went public after there's been a big parcel closed in Rincon de Loix. And a lot of people were wondering what's going to be happening there, why they've closed it, what's going to be happening with these shops that are closed right now and with the parking lot. We're talking, if you've been to Benidorm, Rincon de Loix, you'll know it. In front of Meliá Hotel, there's been a supermarket, red supermarket called Day, and right next to it there was a Chinese shop, like a big Chinese bazaar, and there was a big parking lot to park your car there just free of charge. Also there is like a red lion on the roundabout right nearby. So these shops are closed right now, and this will be the exact location where the brand new Lidl supermarket will be open. Albir, Alfaz del Pi, La Nucia, Finestra, they all do have Lidl supermarkets around us, but Benidorm did not have one. And it was a true shame, because it's a real low-cost supermarket with great, amazing deals. It has the products that we all know and love, and we just were lacking this type of service in Rincon de Loix. Especially there's a lot of people that are coming on self-catering to apartments, apart hotels, or to a hotel, but they would love to buy, I don't know, maybe some fresh fruit, some water, some refreshing drinks, anything like coffee, milk, something for their holidays, but they're afraid to do so because all the supermarkets around them, especially 24 hours ones, are really expensive. And right now you have a solution right here. We will have a brand new and amazing Lidl supermarket in Rincon de Loix. Yes, I'm really happy about it, because we will be using it a lot as well. When will it be open? That's the million-dollar question. What we do know so far is that the supermarket more or less will be looking like this. I'm gonna put you a picture right here, and this is gonna be the overall design of the supermarket right now. And they have 3 months starting from today to demolish everything that is on this parcel, so including the Dia supermarket, the Chinese shop, to like clean it out, brush everything away, and leave it blank, ready to build. 3 months from now everything should be done, and we will be going already into summer. So it's a shame that all these building works will be going through summer season, through the peak season, simply because a lot of people will be here and they could use this supermarket already, if you know what I mean. This could have been done slightly earlier in this year, whenever we still didn't have that many tourists, but better later than never, as we say here in Spain. So probably it will be opening up at the end of this year, which is still not sure, maybe earlier, maybe later, it depends on how fast the building works will be going. But at least in the next 3 months everything will be demolished and they will start the construction works. So shortly we will have our own first ever in Benidorm Lidl supermarket, and I'm convinced, generally I'm convinced, that it will bring a lot of useful services, and it's really necessary in Rincon de Lodge. We will be using it. Let us know if you will be using this supermarket during your stay in Benidorm, knowing that it has really cheap and affordable prices and great quality products as well during your holidays. And now let's talk about the weather. What is waiting for all those of you guys who will be coming shortly to Benidorm, Costa Blanca, or Spain in general on holidays during the next 7 to 10 days. Will it finally be raining here in Spain? You're about to find out. Right now we can see some big clouds coming here to our region, but I don't think they will reach Benidorm shortly. Probably they'll stay right there above Altea. In overall, all this week we will have some amazing weather and amazing temperatures. Benidorm is right behind these mountains, and as you can see there, it's sunny, nice and warm. It's already second half of April, and usually this month is when we'll have the biggest amount of rain, but up until now it wasn't raining at all. So we'll see how this month will be going, but so far no rain on the horizon whatsoever. It's gonna be sunny during the whole entire week. As for the temperatures will be around 22 degrees almost all of these days. Starting from Thursday they will go up until 26 more or less, and will stay this way up until the weekend. The water temperature will be rising, and right now it's around 17.2 degrees and will be even higher up until 17.5 starting from Thursday. So it's ideal weather for all of those of you guys who are coming shortly to Benidorm, Spain and Costa Blanca for your holidays. Thank you all for accompanying us on today's latest news update from Benidorm region. I wish you a lovely day, and we'll see each other tomorrow in a new video here on the channel Benidorm by Anna. Bye, dears.